Hello, check. Hold on. Mixer. Hello. Hello, check. Oh. Hello.
Honey.
Yeah, see, it's working.
But it's... Can you... Oh, you can hear us now? Yay! Thank you, honey.
Oh my God, you guys are giving me a heart attack. What the heck? Yeah, it's good to see you guys. Miss ya.
Okay, good. Hey, guys! How's everybody doing? Anyway, what I was saying before was... Ow! I'm gonna cook dinner for the kids tomorrow, but they're supposed to hook up with some of Chris's friends. So we were trying to like figure that out because I'm gonna watch the baby while they go do that. So we were trying to like get it all figured out. But yeah, I was saying when I sat down here, like I couldn't even remember how to go live. It's been so long. It's been a long time, you guys. It's been a long time. Holy crap. So how's everybody doing? I'm good, just busy, just so y'all know. I've been sick, but, you know, the low blood pressure shit and headaches and, but, it's, so, I went to Kansas City, and my sister and I drove to Iowa for my nephew's high school graduation. Came back, and then like 5 days later, I went on vacation with Chris and Kat and Kat's mom and Kat's brother and his wife and daughter. So we had an Airbnb out in West Virginia and had a blast. There was a pool and we just hung out all week. We had a great time. Great time. So, but Kat, so a while back in April, Kat fell down the stairs with the baby in her arms, unfortunately. Thank God the baby was okay, but she tore her MCL and ACL. So she's been off work because she's a manager in a grocery store. So she's been off work, having to go through rehab, physical therapy, all that crap. So she starts back Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, she goes back. She's going to work like 15 hours a week on light duty. So I'll go over and watch the baby. She's doing, I think, 3 5-hour shifts, so I'll go over and watch the baby those days. But it's been busy, and it's just been like one thing after another, you know. The baby looks like you. Ah, thank you. He's so cute, you guys, but he's so grown up now. Like, they bought him a walker. And so I haven't seen him since Monday because they were all sick, right? And then I got sick. And so anyway, I haven't seen him. And so they bought him a walker this weekend. And she sent me pictures and she was like, I'm having to baby proof the house because he's like all over the place, you know? And he just looks so grown up now. Like tomorrow he's officially 8 months old. I can't even believe it. He is definitely changed our lives 180%. Like I can't imagine, like I think back to life before him, you know what I mean? Like my whole life revolves around him and his big brother. So it's like, you know, yeah, it's awesome though. It's a good problem to have. So yeah. Oh, I missed you guys too. Best grandma. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Latuan. I look like I've been to a spa. No, I haven't. I don't even think I got any sun. Like I was so careful. I am the whitest white person you will ever see in your life. And the whole time I was like flipping out, like, oh my God, I don't want to get burnt because I got sun poisoning that one time and it was so freaking painful. Like your joints just hurt so bad that I was like so careful the whole time, like constantly putting sunscreen on. I think I got a little bit like right here, but I was constantly putting sunscreen on. Like, it was crazy. No sound? You can't hear me? Oh my God, don't say that. We just had a problem with sound. Tammy, you may want to back out, like get out and come back in. Yeah, my hair's gotten really long, you guys. Like, I'm taking that, Jenna had sent me, she had sent me this collagen stuff, and I started taking it in my hair. Like, I had a bald spot here and a bald spot here, and it's like filled in now. Like, my hair's growing like crazy. It's still thin. Like, my hair's, that's not going to change. I have baby fine hair, you know? But it's working. It's like, it's growing in fast. Like, I need to go get it cut because it's like driving me bonkers because it's just too long. Like, I'm just, and it doesn't look right when I put it up because it is so fine. I have like no ponytail, you know? So I'm like, I don't wear it up that much anymore because it's so thin. So just get on my nerves, y'all. It's getting on my nerves. I need to chop it off. Hold on, I need one of my little wintergreen things. Oh, you did that and it came back in. Yeah. Yeah, that's what mine's doing. It looks shiny. Oh, good. Good. Hopefully it's healthy. Mr. V's good. No job prospects, you guys. It's like, it's been bad. Like, no phone calls. Like, nothing. It's been really bad. From that aspect. He ordered this part, and he's doing like, he's sharpening knives and like stylists, scissors on the side just for extra income. So he's been doing that, but it's the computer aspect of it. There are so many people laid off out here. In fact, I meant to tell him they just laid off like 3,000 more people at something big in DC, downtown DC. So it's just been like, just nonstop people getting laid off. There's no jobs. There's no jobs. And when there is a job, there's 500 people applying for the same job, you know? So, and you know, Mark's older, you know, they don't want to hire him if they can hire a 30-year-old or a 40-year-old, you know what I mean? They don't want a 60-some-year-old, you know? So he's been like helping with the baby. And like I said, he's starting to do this sharpening stuff now. So, you know, at least that'll give us like somewhat of a kind of like little extra income coming in, you know, because I mean, eventually unemployment's going to run out, you know, it's not that much anyway. It's like $350 a week. Like, so, you know, we're trying to just get by. We'll see. I mean, you know, something's going to have to give eventually. I don't know what the options are, but it's just, it's crazy. Like, he's not getting any calls, like nothing. You know, before, when he was laid off before, you know, he would get a call here and there at least, and they would say, hey, you know, we're interested in you, blah, blah, blah. He's not getting anything right now. And it's just because there's so many layoffs and there's so many jobs, and, you know, it is what it is. So, you know, what are you going to do? There's nothing we can do, you know. Yeah, I wish he could be a full-time stay-at-home grandpa. That would be nice. The problem is he has no health insurance right now. So that scares me. He needs health insurance. That really scares me. It's time for Mark to get his own Manly Man YouTube channel. There you go. There you go. He'd be good at it, you know. Thank you, Pat. I know a guy who's sharpening knives. He did really well, made a living out of it. Yeah, it's, my cousin lives in, where in the hell is he at? Arizona. And he has an RV, and he travels to like different, different areas, and everybody knows him because he's been doing it for years, and he sharpens their scissors and their knives and their tools and stuff, and makes a living doing it. So, you know, Mark actually talked to him, and he said, you know, do this, do this, do this. So, you know, he gave Mark some pointers and tips and stuff. So, yeah. Tammy, it's still not working for you? You can't hear me? Hey, Jenna, what's up? What's up? Thank you, Darlene. We're having a lot of layoffs in Illinois. Yeah, it's bad everywhere. I mean, it's just bad everywhere, you know? I know. You guys heard Barry Morphew. He was arrested. Thank God. And he waived his rights, so he's being extradited from Arizona back to Colorado. And I just watched a little bit ago, I just watched the, you know, the 5 minutes where he was in front of the magistrate and they were explaining his options. And it's like, oh, you're real quiet now, aren't you? You're not all big and ballsy, are you? Asshole. Can't stand that dude. I had been dreaming about Suzanne a lot. Like a lot in the past 6 months. Even more so like in the past 2 months, I've been dreaming of her a lot. So I knew something had to, you know what I mean? Like I knew something had to be around the pike. Something had to be coming, because it didn't make sense why I was, you know, her body's been found. It was like, why am I, you know, consistently having the same dream of her over and over again? So yeah, that happens a lot for me, but. Hey, Beth! It's good to see you, honey. Yeah, that's what bothers me, is him not having health insurance. Like that really, he can get health insurance next April. He's just not qualified for it right now. So I'm just praying, crossing my fingers and toes that he doesn't have any major health issues between now and then, you know. Yeah, he is getting his early retirement right now, but he can't get his insurance until next year. And thank God he was able to get his early retirement, because that's, you know, I mean, we have money saved, but we didn't have that much money saved. And so it's because of that money, you know, that we're doing okay paying our bills and getting by, you know. Thank God he was able to take his retirement. My mother used to love it when the knife sharpening man came to her favorite fabric. So yeah, my mom used to love that too. I remember that. She would take in all of her scissors. I remember that. Biker events, they usually have knives. That's a good idea. We actually have a couple of different biker events around here. So that's a really great idea. I have to tell them about that. Wow, that's a great idea, yeah. Yeah, they found Suzanne like a couple years ago. Thank God. I fell in March, hurt my arm and shoulder, had to go to the hospital. Oh, jeez, oh no, Darlene, that's not good. Oh no, ouch. Tell us about the spirits you saw on vacation. Okay, I will. Hey, Victoria, Stiana, sorry I haven't been around lately. My dad got cancer and only has a few months to live. Oh, no. Oh, Deanna, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. I haven't been around either, honey. I haven't done a video in 4 months. I haven't been around. Oh, my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. Jeez. You know, it sucks when we lose our parents. It just absolutely freaking sucks. Like, it doesn't ever get easier. It just sucks. Yeah. Everything is so expensive. I dread grocery shopping. I know, girl. I know. The bill finally came in $17,000. Oh my God. Ugh. See, I couldn't even my bills from when my shunt failed last July, when it broke, they're up there. And, excuse me, my insurance, of course, didn't pay it all because I had shitty insurance at the time. So, yeah, I owe a shit ton for that. But what am I going to do? Like, I don't have the money. What am I supposed to do? Oh, you too, Lisa. Are you going, honey? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Wow. Yeah, my daughter-in-law, Kat, you know, she fell and tore her ACL and MCL. And the doctor basically said, like, the reason you fell so hard was you were protecting your child, you know, because the way she fell, her body took the brunt of it. It was scary, though. And she's still has a brace on her leg. She's still limping around. She's doing a lot better. But she's got a long road. Okay, so we went to West Virginia, right? And I'm standing at the window to the kitchen. I had cooked dinner and I was washing dishes, and like this house, the water pressure was terrible. Like if anybody flushed the toilet in the house or had the shower running, it barely dripped. Okay, that's how bad the water pressure was. So I'm in the kitchen trying to hand wash the damn dishes, right? And I'm like, okay, nobody can pee, nobody can get in the shower, you know, let me get these damn dishes done. And I was looking down washing the dishes, and I look up and there's a guy staring face to face with me. Well, in order for him to be staring face to face with me, he would have had to have been like 7 or 8 foot tall because of the way the house is built. Because at first I thought it was like a real guy, and I almost was like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, like I was about ready to get pissed because it's literally, this house is on the side of a mountain. If you drive down, so the driveway was like this, and if you drive down the driveway and you pull out, there's a little teeny road right there. The neighbors across had a black skull right above their mailbox. And the first night we got there, they were out there like screaming, yelling. We were like, what in the actual, like we were like, what the fuck? So I realized at this point, okay, the guy's obviously not, 7 or 8 foot tall, so he's obviously a spirit. So I was trying to communicate with him. He wasn't having it. So, okay. So the room, I have Kat's older son, AJ, is 14. So the room that he was staying in was off of Kat and Chris's room. So it was like you go into their room, they have a room, then there's a door, and you walk behind their room and there's another room, and that's where he was sleeping. Well, it was kind of like a Florida room, so it was like windows everywhere. There was like no walls, it was just windows. There was one wall right here which adjoined Chris and Kat's bedroom, but that was it. The rest of it was windows, right? So the first night, that next morning, AJ comes downstairs and he's like, man, something's wrong in my room. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, somebody was knocking on the windows all night long. And he's like, it was really scaring me. So I was like, first of all, if that happens again, you need to come get me. Like, don't just lay there and be scared to death, Second of all, let me see if I see anything. So I go up there. I don't see anything. I wasn't getting anything. So later that day, we're out in the pool. I was actually laying in a pool chair on a lounger, just chilling. They had the baby in the pool, and then they were about to get the baby out, and I was gonna wash the baby. So I was just sitting there chilling, waiting on them to bring the baby out to me. So this place is like basically surrounded by woods, right? That's the other thing. It's on the side of a hill and it's surrounded by woods. So the pool's over here. So I look off to my left and I see the same guy that I had seen at the kitchen window is standing right there in the woods just staring at me. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is your problem? Like, can I help you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was getting pissed at this point. I'm like, just, tell me who you are, what you need, what you want. And then poof, he's gone. So AJ was still having issues and he came running downstairs, and I guess he felt bad. He didn't want to wake me up, so he just slept in the living room, which is so stupid. I told him, I'm like, you should have freaking woken me up so I could have went up there, so I could have confronted whoever was knocking. But anyway, so that next night, the kids went out. They were going out, and I said, I'd watch the baby. So everybody was in different parts of the house. Like, this was a decent house, decent sized house. So, oh no, I know what it was. I'm sorry. This was during the day. They went out on a lunch date. That's what it was. Everybody was outside at the pool except for Chris and Kat, who had went out to town on a lunch date. So I had to go to the bathroom. So I picked the baby up. He and I were on the floor playing. So I pick him up and I take him in the bathroom and I sit him down on a towel and I gave him my phone, and I turned on one of his little shows. And so I sat down to pee, and all of a sudden he takes my phone. Now this kid, of course, he's a baby. He loves phones, right? He's not stupid. He takes my phone and he just like throws it down, and he turns over here. And when he turns over here, it's just a wall, right? He turns over here and he's clearly communicating with somebody. Like, he's like trying to talk to whoever it is and smiling and giggling, and I'm sitting over here peeing, and I'm like, ooh, hell no, because I couldn't see who it was, and it was bugging the shit out of me. Like, hello. So okay, so then the next night, the kids were going to go get in the hot tub, and I was going to watch the baby and make sure the baby slept and all that. So I go to get up. The baby had fallen asleep. I had the monitor on him. He was fine. I go to get up to run to the restroom, and I see this other guy walking down the hallway towards me. It was a totally different dude. And I'm like, ugh, can I help you? Like, do you need something? What do you need? And he was like, no, dear, I'm fine. And that was it. He was gone. So, never did get to the bottom of who the baby saw and was talking to. I don't know who was knocking. I don't know if it was the guy I saw the last night or if it was the other dude I saw twice. Like, I don't know. But somebody was clearly trying to scare the shit out of AJ. Which, he's a teenager, So, yeah. And we had kind of thought that, I had thought that the baby had some gifts because Kat had texted me one night and said that, so she had the baby on the bed and she was kind of like folding clothes and playing with the baby, and the baby started talking and communicating with somebody that was in the closet. So she like got up and shut the closet door, and the baby was fine playing with his toys for a little while, and then he all of a sudden started looking at the closed closet door and was again communicating with somebody. She was like, nope. So she picked the baby up and went downstairs. But I mean, I know there's, kids are definitely more intuitive, definitely have, tons of abilities, But it was just, he's clearly, and it's driving me bonkers because I can't see who it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's driving me absolutely batshit crazy that I don't know who it is. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, Jenna. You broke your shoulder. How are you feeling? How are you doing? You don't start PT for several weeks. Isn't that weird how you can't get into doctors anymore? I was talking to this lady. I went into like a dollar store the other day, and she had a broken wrist, and she was like, I was like, did you just do that? And she was like, oh, it was about 4 days ago. Anyway, she's telling me that she can't see the orthopedic doctor until the end of July. I'm like, get out of here. It used to be if you broke a bone, you were in with the orthopedic specialist the next day, right? She was like, nope. She's like, I called many, many places. She's like, nope. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, it was a black skull. Can you believe that? It was spooky. Like, AJ saw it immediately and was like, freaked out by it, right? I didn't even, to the point where I didn't even believe AJ when he first said there was a black skull above the mailbox. I was like, oh, you're exaggerating, aren't you? Are you exaggerating? You know? And then we pull out and I'm like, oh shit, there's a black skull. Like, what the hell? Right? AJ was definitely flipping out. It aches. What are you going to do? I wear a sling. Yeah, ouch, though. Oh, no. He's more intuitive than Grandma. Right? Right? I was like, holy crap. I had to wait weeks to see a specialist when I broke my foot. Wow. That's crazy. That's absolutely mind-blowing because you know it used to be, you know, when my son broke his wrist, literally, we take him to the emergency room. They put a cast on him. They did the x-ray, put a cast on him. And they said, okay, call this doctor tomorrow morning. The next day I called the doctor and I took him in the next day. Like, that's mind-blowing that it takes so long now. Excuse me, you guys. You can walk to Canada before you get an appointment these days. That's insane. See any sites or was it vacay? It was just together time. We didn't really go anywhere. I cooked a lot. I baked a lot. You know, I had a house full to cook for, and y'all know, like, I love that shit. So I was having a good old time. Like, I got up the one morning, I made biscuits and gravy, and then I got up the next morning and I made homemade pancakes, and like I was cooking, baking the whole time. I had a blast. And, you know, watching the baby, because of course I was like, I told Chris and Kat, I said, I get to see this child from the time I wake up till the time I go to sleep. Just get used to it. You know, Nana's going to be around. Sorry, but Nana's going to be there. And I did, man. I spent every second with him that I could. Like, I had so much fun. Hubby stayed here with the cat and the dog. He didn't go, but had such a good time. Had a blast. And I went out to Kansas City, went to Iowa, saw my nephew graduate. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun. That was a great trip. I still can't straighten my left arm all the way. I have to hold a weight to straighten. Oh my God. Ugh. Good getaway fun. Yeah, it was so much fun. Like, I had a blast. I had so much fun. Yeah, Mom, going on vacation with you. I was cooking the whole time, you know. I mean, I love to bake, but I just can't eat like I used to. So having a house full that'll eat it, like, it was so nice. Like, I could make stuff and they would eat it, you know, and I didn't have to worry about it. So it was awesome. But you guys, listen, I went to try on a pair of shorts. Can you believe I'm in a size freaking 10? I about passed out. I wear a medium or a large in shirts. I think this one's a large, but like t-shirts, you know, type t-shirts, like with Mickey Mouse and shit on the front. I wear a medium in that, and I was like mind blown when I went and tried those shorts on. I was like, you've got to freaking be kidding. Like, I don't ever remember ever wearing a size 10. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh my God. My sister's losing weight. She's doing so good. I'm a clumsy old lady. I try to roll. Yeah, I get that. I understand. You can come cook for me anytime. Okay, I will, Kim. How about that? Hey, there's only 9 people here. Your notifications aren't going out. I didn't get one. Oh, really? Oh, man. That sucks. Love the picture with you and your sister. Aw, yeah. I love my sissy. Glad you got to spend time with me. I had so much fun. You look skinny. Thank you. I thought my husband had put my son up. So we're on vacation. And he's like, Mom, he's like, you can't lose any more weight. He's like, oh my God, your arms are so skinny. He's like, you're just like hanging skin now. And I was like, did your dad tell you to say that? Because Mark's like, you've lost too much weight. You're getting too skinny and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm fine. I still have tons of fat. My stomach is nothing but fat. Okay. So there you go. I'm a size 8 now. We're 20. Oh my God, that's so awesome, Jenna. You're so tiny. That's so cool. Yay. I'm so happy for you. That's so freaking cool. Thank you, Kim. Never been smaller than 13 than I can remember. Right? That's how I was. I was a size 13, 14 when I was in middle school. I don't ever remember being smaller than a 13, 14. I weighed 198 pounds when I got pregnant with Chris. And I'm 162, 63 now. Yeah, I don't know. It's bizarre. Thanks, Pat. Thank you, Jenna. Yes, hit the like button. My father died the end of March. Oh, no. He got dementia from Agent Orange exposure during the Vietnam War. Oh, no. I am so sorry to hear that. I truly am. But you know what? I'm sure he wouldn't have wanted to keep on that way, though. God, that would be horrible, you know? Yeah, Mr. B likes the curves. Finally got it working. I'm at Sonic getting my dog her treat ice cream. Aw, very cool, Tammy. Guy's like a little chunk. You know, when I first started dating him, he had never dated a bigger girl before. Like, I was the first bigger girl he had ever dated. And he was like, I just want you to be healthy. And, you know. And now it's like, now I've lost a lot of weight, so it's totally different. I have an entire new wardrobe. My 17-year-old only wears 3 different outfits. Everything else is like brand new. There you go, Jenna. You got it made, girl. There you go. That's the one thing look, I'm so grateful that I've lost all this weight. You know, don't take it any other way. I'm so grateful. But a part of me, it's like, you know, I had an established wardrobe. You know, if I needed something special to wear somewhere, I had it. I don't have that now, you know? So now it's like, I had to go buy a dress for the graduation. I went and bought shorts, you know, and I don't have the money to be buying this kind of shit. You know what I mean? So I was just like, oh my God. So hopefully I'll stay at this size for a while so that I don't have to buy any other different clothes. I mean, I do want to tighten up, you know, like I'd like to tighten up like my stomach, get that all tight. And I have so much hanging skin now. Like, I doubt that I would ever get the skin removal surgery though, because of my shunt and all the brain issues. I just doubt that I would ever do that. So I'm just going to have to suck it up and deal with it. And look, I'm grateful. I don't look, I have all this hanging skin, you know, I don't care. It's me, you know, my limbs have gotten me through all these years. Like, take it or leave it. You don't have to look at it. You know what I mean? So I'm good with it. I know I'm late, but how did you lose it? I found just when I got sick, when the shunt broke, I was so nauseous I couldn't keep anything down. I guess I shrunk my stomach. I'm still having like a lot of issues with nausea, like on and off, but I still have a lot of nausea issues, and now the headaches and low blood pressure. So there's like a small part of me that's like, oh shit, am I going to have to go in and have another shunt put in, you know? And I don't know, time will tell, but so far I'm okay. So can I sew? I can sew. I can make a quilt, okay? But believe it or not, making a quilt is really simple compared to like taking apart a pair of pants and taking them in. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about like trying to do that with my clothes, because nobody can afford clothes nowadays. You know what I mean? So I haven't finished the quilt yet. I haven't finished it. I feel so bad. I need to finish it. And I was hoping I would get around to doing it here like in the next couple of weeks. But the problem now is Kat's going back to work. So we'll see. You know, it's hard watching the little guy, because his naps, He is the funniest baby I've ever seen. He takes like a half an hour long nap. Those are his naps. Most babies take like an hour and a half long nap, sometimes 2 hour long nap. He's a half an hour, if you're lucky. He's 20 minutes to 35 minutes, if you're lucky. When he doesn't feel good, yeah, he could take an hour long nap. But it's hard because you don't have a lot of downtime with him, you know. You're constantly having to take care of him, so excuse me, so it's hard to like be in the middle of watching him and do something and get something accomplished, you know what I mean? So, but he's getting older. I mean, he's getting older, so it won't be like that forever, but hey, Samantha, how are you? It's good to see you. I've done nothing but gain weight since I moved to Kentucky. It's okay, Kim. You've had a lot to contend with, honey. It's okay. Kim can't sew. I stay at Walmart clearance for clothes. You know what? I was so pissed. I went to Walmart and was looking at the clearance section, and I was like blown away. Their prices are so damn high now in the clearance section. You know, it used to be I could go in there and when I was bigger and I could get, you know, I could get a t-shirt for $5. Now you go in there and you're lucky if you find one for 12 or 15 on clearance. I'm like, it's insane. It's insane. Then my son wants to go to the Nike store. I let me tell you. Oh, girl. Here's what you need to do. So we have a Nike outlet. The only problem with the Nike outlet is you can't, whatever you buy, you can't take anything back, right? So if AJ wants something, because he loves Nike, that's like primarily the only thing he wears is Nike. I just make sure I know his sizes or he's going to come with me and go in there and get it. Because you can get, like I got him at Christmas this past year. I got him sweatpants and sweatshirts. I got him like 3 sets and they were literally like $10 for a set. So for 3 sweatsuits, it was like $30, okay? And they were Nike. They're not like abnormal. There's nothing wrong with them. I was blown away. When I found that place, I was like, holy shit, this is the only place I'm going for his clothes from here on out. And their shoes too. Just make sure you bring your son in there, have him try them on. They're so much cheaper. And like, I'm on like their email list now. And so all the time I get emails that say like, you know, take 45% off 2 items on, you know, from this date to this date. Like they give really great coupons. So you look into it and see if you have one near you. Try Shein, super cheap clothes. I love Shein. I was wearing Shein when I was bigger. I haven't gotten any of their smaller clothes yet, but I definitely will, you know, when I get to a point where I can afford it. Same eating issues here, nausea constantly. I eat 1 bowl of Rao's Italian wedding soup a day. It's $4 a jar, but that's all my food all day. Oh my God, girl. You're not eating anything. Wow. He's too busy chatting up the ghost. Right? He's like, I'm telling you, that baby is so afraid. What is that, FOMO, or fear of missing out? That baby is so damn afraid that he is going to miss something. I swear that's what it is. He'll be freaking exhausted and he's like, you know, like fighting it. I'm like, just close your poor little eyes and go night-night. Come on. He is so afraid of missing out. I've never seen a baby like this. He's so like, he's been like really advanced from the jump, you know, like I don't even think he's going to crawl. He hasn't even crawled. He turns 8 months tomorrow. Hasn't even attempted to crawl. He doesn't want to crawl, but he tries to stand up. He tries to pull himself up. So I think he's just going to bypass crawling and go straight into walking. He's like, I don't know what it is with that boy. He's in for his height, he's in the 78th percentile. And his weight, he's in the 96th percentile. He's wearing size 18-month clothing, and he has been for 2 months. Since he was 6 months old, he's been in 18-month clothing. He is a little chubby, chubba wubba porker now, you guys. He is not, he's a little porker. He's my little chubba wubba. I mean, he's a little chubba wubba. He's just fat. He is a fat baby. He likes food. He likes his bottle. he's so cute though. Goodwill, I've been through 6 pairs of different size jeans. Prices are better, but not great. Well, some things are if you get the half off color tax. I actually bought, I bought a pair of jeans in there when I was wearing a size 12. I bought a pair of jeans for like $6. They're kind of big on me now, but yeah, you can find, yeah. This is what saves me from the nausea. Can you see them? They're these little wintergreen mint things. It really does help. Smaller sizes are more expensive. I know, it's ridiculous. Girl, you need to find a Nike outlet. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it will change your freaking life. I can't wait till the baby starts talking. It should be interesting. I can't wait either. I really can't. Like, I made a deal. I sat down with them when I was going to Kansas City. And I was like, you can't cut a tooth. You can't start crawling. You can't grow. You can't do anything until Nana's back here. You all right with that? Are we good? Are we okay? And he agreed to it. So he didn't do any of those things. But I, you know, as much as I don't want to see him grow, I want to see him grow. You know what I mean? Like, he's at such a fun age now. He loves his pawpaw, let me tell you. Let me tell you. He sees his pawpaw and he gets so excited. He loves his pawpaw. So he's just a really good baby. Like, I told them, I'm like, you guys are so blessed. He is such a good baby. Like, he doesn't give you any kind of problems. Like, he's just a good baby. He's always smiling and laughing. You know what I mean? Like, he's just a good, happy, content baby. They got so lucky. He's going to grow up to be thoughtful and helpful. That's what FOMO manifests in later in life. You'll see. I believe it. I believe that 180%. Oh my God. And he was so little in the beginning. I know, right? We took him to the doctor. He had to get his shot. So I went with Kat. And Kat was like, I'm not holding him down for his shots this time. You have to do it. She's like, he remembers. She's like, don't make eye contact with him because he remembers. So I was like holding him down. And the doctor said, she said, well, I can't believe we were worried about your weight issues not too long ago, Mr. Austin. She's like, because how things have changed. She's like, you're a very healthy, happy baby now. But I was like, yeah, definitely. I mean, it was funny. I felt like Goodwill was, it is expensive. It is, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper than having to spend like $50 for a pair of, you know, jeans or something, you know. Can you communicate spiritually with Austin? Can you get into his head? I haven't been able to. I have not been able to. Is that something that'll come later? I don't know, but I have not been able to. And it was kind of like, he had gotten sick. And I said, immediately, I think he has an ear infection because he's pulling on his poor little ear and he kept going like this and, you know, and he was sleeping too much and he just wasn't acting right. And sure enough, they took him in and it was an ear infection, but I was trying so hard, you know, like I was like, please just open yourself and listen to me. Please just tell me what's going on. Cause I was so worried about the little guy. Cause you know, I mean, a baby just gets, once they get that fever, man, that fever shoots up. It happens so quickly, you know. He got the ear infection, then he got better from that, and then he got what the hell is it called? He broke out in the rash, got the high fever. He had the really high fever and broke out in a rash. That was scary. But yeah, I wasn't able to, but he's definitely enjoying Earth. He definitely, let me tell you, like he loves food, okay? I'm like, yeah, you're in the right family. He loves food. Oh my God, little porker. Oh, we should have Austin and Kat come on. That would be cool. I'm up for that, definitely. Yeah, man, them ear infections are so scary. I told Kat, I said, you know, because Chris went through a phase where he was getting like horrific ear infections. Thankfully, he outgrew it, but it was so bad. And I always had a problem with my ears. And the doctor was like, oh, we're not going to put tubes in her ears. She's fine. She doesn't need it. And as an adult now at 56, am I 56 or 57? Anyway, however old I am, I have ear issues because of it. Like, it sucks. It absolutely fucking sucks. So, you know, as soon as he started acting like that, I was like, oh, shit, please don't get an ear infection. You know? Your daughter had to get tubes. Yeah. See, but I wish there was a part of me, you know, I wish that I would have pushed more to get Chris to get tubes. I mean, now I'm glad he did. He obviously didn't need them. You know what I'm saying? But hindsight's 20/20, you know? So, you know, because my mom didn't push for me because she believed the stupid ass doctor who clearly didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And I mean, I have horrific issues. My ears get so bad, like I can't hear out of them. It's just horrible. It's just disgusting. I hate it. Like, you know, so I don't want the baby to have issues. But if he starts having issues, you know, I'm definitely going to tell her, look, you need to go get him checked out. You know, to make sure he doesn't need tubes. Oh, her speech regressed. Yeah. I know. I've heard that happens a lot. I used to be friends with this lady. She was a speech pathologist. And I don't know, we were talking about tubes and, you know, because Chris was little back then. And she was talking about that. And, you know, a lot of kids have regression and have to go through speech therapy and all that. Yeah, I actually remember all that. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. I am going to go try to take it easy. I need to get it going in the morning. I got a bunch of stuff to do. Get ready for the kids to come over. But, I was going to tell you guys, like, I'm having these horrific dreams about a serial killer. I'm up to 7 different women that he's killed in my dreams, okay? But I can't see him at all. But I've been like slowly getting things, and I don't even think the police have put these 7 women together, and I don't think that they realize that this was done by one man. You know what I mean? So I've been like, these dreams have been killing me, y'all. So if y'all hear about any serial killers, let me know, because oh my goodness. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to try my best to get a video out. I have a couple videos that I want to get done. I'm not making any promises, but I'm going to try. So I love you guys. Have a good night, everybody. Go enjoy your night, what's left of it. Okay. How do I do this? Do.